Hello and welcome back to another video. Yeah, this will be an FIA, which I do most of them, where I mostly concentrate because of my goal at the end of the season or at the end of the year, definitely. So we'll be racing at Maggiore or Maggiore. I know I butchered the name or something, but yeah, I'm gonna switch up to the soft tires because we're going to do the qualifying. And behind me, as I was doing that, I noticed that there was a Finn guy, I guess. I can't remember the flag correctly, but then he was just behind me, as you see there in the radar. He was using me as a decoy of a slipstream. And as we come up to cross the finish line, as I make a good time, he goes into P2, yeah, which I was cool with because I'm really relevant to this track. I've done a lot of laps in it, so I know the bugs. As he flashes his lights there, it's telling me a good thank you that I've made him be on P2, so that's good. I'm going to try and at least see if I can make podium finish, a podium start, I guess. But then I end up at the end of it all, I ended up at P6, which is not bad. He still stayed at P2, and I saw him writing something there, and then just as I was going to write something, I just read it because probably he would have said something like "Have a good race, I'm a beginner" or something like that. But then, gentleman, thank you, you're welcome, my guy. So I just told him, have a good luck, and yeah, let's hope we do have a good race. So at the beginning of the race, first things first, gotta check the fuel, because anyway, strategy, right? So keep it on the fuel, check whether we'll need to refuel or something, but then we have to know the kind of pits that you're going to have. So I've put on the soft tires. You gotta have to use the mediums and the hards, so put the softs to get away from everybody else behind us, because yeah, you don't want to get sucked back into that group over there. We're up the hill, which was weird. It's a corner. The BMW gets loose. I try and get away from him, but then I get a kind of a warning. Then looking the forward, P1 disappears. Anyway, that was 2 positions gained out of merely doing nothing, I guess. First one, getting away from trouble. The second one was given to me, so I'm up to P4, which is a good start, having a good lead from the rest of the pack. And I hope it goes the same throughout the race, because it is a 14-lap race, so I have to pit like 2 times because I'm on the softs. I need to get to the hards, the worst tires, and then the mediums, which are the optimum tires between the softs and the hards. And there'll be a lot of fuel saving as I'll be short shifting like this section. They press the wrong button over there, changes into different camera views, but then I still managed to hold it to P4, trying to keep up to the front three guys. Hope I don't lag behind, because as I have already created a big lead, like a 3-second lead from the guy behind me, I have this tendency of getting easy. I start my pace doesn't improve, it just lowers, because I don't know, kind of tell myself I got this, so no need to push. But then I end up doing mistakes, as I'm going to show you. I did some mistakes later which were avoidable, but then I just ended up doing them. So lap 1 was amazing, no incidences to report on, no drama, no nothing, except for the 2 definitely. So I'm gonna whip it forward a bit, and on lap 3, this is what I was telling you, I start getting comfortable. So he's way behind me, like a 4-second lead. Then I forget that if you dip your tires across the curb over there, the inside of the curb grabs your car, makes it unsettled, and you lose traction. As you see, they're almost spun out, so I have to put on the anchors, as in put on the brakes so that I don't spin out. Then the group in front of me started pulling away, and that was a wake-up call that I need to start pushing hard, follow the racing line and everything, and make sure I finish on a podium, which P4 is not so bad, but then we gotta do better, right? So again, I haven't learned my lesson on the first one, but then good thing there's a runoff area, so there was time lost, but not so much, because the guy behind me started gaining. He's now just under 2.5 seconds, and the P1, the Finnish guy, I guess, I'm not sure about the flag though. If I butchered the flag, I'm sorry. He started pulling away like a 12-second lead, so because he gets on softs as I'm on softs, and everybody from P7 upwards was on softs, because that's the right strategy. Start with softs, get away from the group behind you, then turn into hards, spend the shortest time there with them, because they are slower, like around 2 seconds slower on the lap. A little bit of lag there, and the mediums are in the middle. They're fresh. You can do good laps with them, and well later, that's what I'm gonna use last, because the car will be lighter. It will be like I'm using soft tires, because I'll be faster on the corners. So at the end of lap 5, P1, see, he's on soft tires and changes into mediums, so meaning he's going to use hards as the last, and I'm going to come in changing into the hards. Spent mostly little time on them as I go down. No need to refuel, because I'm fuel saving. I have enough fuel till the end of the lap. The McLaren gets up to me, so I'm down to P5, but then there's still a gap between myself, P5 and P6, so gotta catch up to them. And funny thing I noticed that the hard tires, I was gaining on him. Probably his soft tires, he's pushing too hard. His soft tires are degrading faster than usual, because by now you should still be pulling away from me, because I'm using the hard tires and I'm still kind of gaining on you, which is not a good. Either he's new to the track, or he's not really mastered the racing line completely, though he's fast on the exit. As you see that he just pulls away, and I try to keep up with the slipstream, though it's kinda there, kinda not. But then something I forgot, that these are hard tires, there's no that much grip on the corners, and I go a little bit wide there, but then I managed to hold it, and yeah, catch up to him again, meaning his tires are dying of death at the moment, so he needs to change them to either mediums or hards, because probably he's on the soft tires. As you go up straight up the hill, it kind of pushes away, but then I get him here on this blunt corner, like you can't see where the corner is, the apex is, but then if you know the braking point offhead, you know when to turn in the car, when to brake, when to accelerate, and everything. So as you see, P3 goes in, he's on softs. He's used most of his fuel, so he'll need to refuel a little bit more. And then I'm gonna try and catch up to them as I get out. Then I make the mistake here of not braking soon enough, so I end up in the wall. And that happening, the game decides you messed up, so you're gonna get a 1.5 second penalty for barrier collision, of which I didn't even hit the barrier that hard. It just like grazed it or something. So that was, and I should have actually pitted that lap, because I was supposed to do the next 7 or 8 laps with the medium tires and catch up to the guys in front, because most probably actually, because P1 is going to get in and is going to use hards. And that being said, this guy spins out. His tires are worn out. That shows you that he can't keep it in the track. And the guy behind me hits me and I brake because I kind of saw that coming. He was coming in too fast. As you see there, he's going to get the slipstream, but then I'm going to manage to get away from him somehow. But then I mess up over here, go wide, trying to keep it on the track. I don't want to ruin anyone's race. Narrowly missing him, go down to B8. Now my race is losing a lot of time here from B1, trying to do something that I should not have done. I should have pitted in this lap, go into the mediums and pull away from everyone else. But then, well, that happened. So I hope that's going to be the only mistake that I do, which there'll be another one definitely, but then I think all the mistakes are done at the moment. Anyway, down to P9 as P8 comes and passes me, and I was serving a penalty over there. And then hope, I guess, some of them beat because it's halfway the race. And apart from apart from me and another 5 guys, as you see, people fighting here to get into the pit lane. I'm gonna get rid of these hard tires and get on the soft tires. I have still enough fuel to get me to the end of the race. So let's go, Porsche boys. Nice one. I'm gonna have the undercut get up to P7, so 2 people were left behind fueling, which was, they were full sending it, so they didn't fuel safe, so they spend more time in the pits. As I tried to get up to P6, this guy, I guess he has advanced tires. I didn't really check. As he goes wide on the corner, I use the driving line. I get up to his behind. I don't want to go into him because I don't want to mess anyone's race. I just want to have a good clean race, good clean overtake, and show him how it's done. As you go up the big bank, into the hill, and down into the aces, and try and catch up to him with what's it called? The slipstream, which I'll gain time in it. As we go through the S's, it goes a little bit wide, brake a little bit there, trail brake in, a little bit of power, off the power, down a gear, up a gear. You gotta work the controller really hard. We have a good exit, come on, let's go. But then as you hear, he's not saving fuel, he's revving the limiter up to the end, which is a bad idea for him. As I let him have the corner, because he has more power, because he's using more of the rev limiter and I'm using like half of it to save fuel, because he's not. So I tried to have his inside over here, and yes, got some clean racing there, no need to punch him wide or anything, some good sportsmanship. Now to the next one, the other Porsche, but then I'm gonna wait before because I stayed there for a while. And then over here I'm gonna be overzealous on the gas and then lose some precious time as P7 and P8 catch up to me. The Mercedes behind me, I saw him coming really fast and I tried to gamble and just move to the right so that I can have a good line coming in here, but then it doesn't brake and goes in the back of me. I try to keep it steady as I brake, but then I'm going to use this runoff and yeah, go down a gear, try and contain the car so that I don't spin out and lose a lot of time. But then I'm going to let them pass because I have kind of dirty tires and I won't be really fast in the corners, but then by then they're already clean and I have he's inside, so it's a drag race to the blind corner. As you go up the hill, I brake where I'm supposed to be. He can't end up late on the brake, but I have his inside. He lets me pass. Now to the Mercedes guy. I don't want to punt him. I just want to, because I saw he's really late on the brakes here, so probably for the next 2 or 3 laps he's going to be late there, and I'm going to have his inside. as I'm going to whip it forward a bit, he starts moving far away from me, actually like pulling away. So I in my mind I'm telling myself he has soft tires and he has to pit at some point because he needs to use the hards, because if he's pitted once and he's at soft tires, as I tried to get his inside over here, but then I kind of spin out, but then he has the better grip because of the soft tires and he has to pit. I know he has to pit because he has to use hard tires or the mediums, depends on which he started with, but then we'll have to wait as we go for the third try. He goes really deep and I am also really kind of late on the brakes, but then I tried to have the undercut, but then he blocks me like literally, but then he goes in. He's had been using the soft tires and he's been using most of his fuel. He can't even finish the last lap, so he has to refuel, so that's bad on him. I'm up to P5, but then kind of wide there. We have the McLaren behind us, the one who spun out earlier. We're gonna see if we're gonna hold him off, and I don't think he's pitted also. He needs to pit, but we're on the last lap, so that's bad for him. If he hasn't used the hards, the medium, we're gonna get a 1 minute penalty, and people don't really learn the lesson. Probably he had bad strategy. He thought maybe he didn't check the race details as I go wide here, but then managed to handle it, go defensive so that he doesn't take me on the exit, but then he has a better exit. But then down to P6, now trying to catch him on the S's and on the brakes, because I saw he's kind of late on the brakes. As we go through the S's really fast, sparks flying because of the downforce. The last bit, the last like 5 corners, hope to have the best of the exits. As I get up to the back of him, he goes defensive. I go wide and see if he's going to make a mistake or something, but then he has a nice line out. As I go try to have his slipstream up the hill, he brakes really early, but then I have to, because I don't want to go to the back of him. The last corner, the last chicanes, I need to see if I can get his inside. He goes defensive. Let me try if I can get the undercut over here, but then yeah, I have the nice line. Let me see if he's going to block me. Yeah. But then I finish in front of him because he didn't change the tires, so up to P4. That was a good race. He didn't learn his lesson at the moment. Probably the next race is going to have the lesson learned. We're going to go down the order because it's P9, we're going to P10. Yeah. Anyway, hope you did enjoy the race. Hope it was exciting for you. And yeah, see you on the next one. Stay safe. Peace.